It's halftime of the Clemson Tigers at Duke Blue Devils. We've seen a very physical game. We've seen back and forth on the defensive side of the ball. We've seen Garrett Riley seemingly just say, hey, I'm going to run the ball into the interior, right into the teeth of the defense. I'm going to wear them down. He's brought in Maffa. We did see one particular run where Cade pulled the football. He ran up the middle. It's 7-6 Clemson over Duke at this point. Got Chase Henderson in here, my old buddy, old pal. I'm waiting for his sister to show up. But where are we at right now in this point in the point of the game? Now, I will tell you this. Normally, I would be really upset right now. Normally, I would. Now, I'm not telling you that I'm not concerned whatsoever, but I will tell you that I truly believe that right now, all Garrett is doing, Garrett is literally bringing everybody in. He's trying to make Duke really get worn down. Now, we can step back and talk about some bad passes that Cade has thrown. Okay, we can talk about that pass that he threw to Brennan Stoll early on. Brennan Stoll got, if you go back and you watch that play, you'll notice that as Brennan Stoll he's made his cut, he's coming in, he kind of runs into, and it wasn't pass interference. He ran into a linebacker who chipped him, threw off his timing. When Cade let go of that football, because he got chipped, that's what almost caused the interception. So if you go back and you watch that, you see that, I think that you'll definitely notice what I saw there. So I'm not going to say, oh man, that was just a terrible throw. He has had one throw that was kind of interesting, but overall, would I like for Clemson to be up about 21-3 right now? Of course I would. But I would tell you this. This is Duke's Super Bowl, folks. You need to understand this. Duke has heard about Clemson. Up to this point, Duke has not played anyone the entire past season. And I put up their schedule. I did a pregame to this particular game. And I can go ahead and tell you straight up. I said they hadn't played a team like us all last season. All right. And so they're coming out. The emotions are running high. They're playing very well. I told you Riley Leonard is a good quarterback. Did I not? I told you that 3 months ago. I told you as I started diving into the team, I had to accept that Riley Leonard is a really good quarterback. In fact, if you took Riley Leonard and you put him at a school that was more of a football school and he had better talent around him, I told you, and if you'll admit it to yourself, you've been watching me, I told you that this guy can actually play football. I told you Dwayne Carter, their defensive lineman on the front, he's a fifth-year senior. He's preseason All-ACC. I told you the guy could play football. In fact, my words verbatim was that the guy looks like someone who would play for Clemson. So they're coming out, they're playing really hard, okay? They're playing really, really hard. This is a big game. I also told you before this game, don't be shocked if Clemson comes out and they have a new offensive coordinator. They have the quarterback, the most ill-prepared quarterback we've had in quite a while at Clemson. And that's not his fault. It's the prior administration, as I would like to say it. Their fault. Okay? So, overall, yes, I would like more points on the board. But Duke has come to play this football game. So, if you're about to lose it, or maybe if someone who just, you're loving that Florida State is back. You're thrilled that Florida State is back. You're really loving this game because you think that in a few weeks Clemson's going to get throttled in front of God and everybody. Now, I will tell you this, the performance that Clemson has tonight, and I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to go ahead and preface that. But I'm reading the comments too. I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. If Clemson plays anything like they're playing right now against Florida State, we get our tails handed to us. But this is the very first game. Clemson can play around with Duke like they can't play around with FSU. Now, I'm not saying that they need to continue to do that. They're up by 1 point. So Clemson has to pull it together. And I think you're going to see that. But you're looking at a Duke team who's getting really tired. Now, kudos to the secondary. The secondary did not give up a touchdown when they could have easily given up a touchdown. Nice hit by Woodez out there. Nice job, especially in the overly sensitive football that we're playing now. Great job on lighting up the receiver or the back. I can't remember. I want to say it was a wide receiver out there in the flats near the sideline. That massive hit he laid. Good job on laying that hit without getting targeting. I just knew a flag was coming out, and we were going to have to witness that. Before I go any farther, if you are brand new here or you've been watching but you've never subscribed, please subscribe. It helps out the channel. Hit the subscribe button. Turn on the notifications. That's the bell in the corner. It notifies you when I go live. And hit the thumbs up. I do appreciate it. Also, now, if you're on the iPhone, if you have an iPhone, you probably won't see this, but there's a way you can join the channel. It's like $3 per month. There's one that's $5 per month. So you wouldn't even notice it. You wouldn't even notice it's gone. So if you appreciate what I do and you want to support the channel, please do that. Also, we have super thanks in here. Getting back to it, Clemson's up 7-6 over a Duke team who came to play. They came to play. And once again, I'm annoyed. I wish we had more points on the board. But I am not startled to the point that I think that the sky is falling. I don't think that the sky is falling. I don't think that Clemson is in trouble. I think that Clemson is just trying to wear them down. And for the most part, the offensive line, that's how you have to wear them down. You have to go head-to-head and keep running those plays, swing it, bringing in Maffa and Will Shipley. Will Shipley, he already has 11 carries for 65 yards. Cade Klubnik, 14 of 20, 85 yards, 1 touchdown. Riley Leonard, 12 of 24, 50%, 146 yards passing, 4 carries, 28 yards. Antonio Williams, 6 receptions, 50 yards. Waters, 2 receptions, and 34 yards for the Duke Blue Devils. Now, I was very excited to see a pass out to Jake Brenningstole. In fact, that was his second target. Remember, the very first target to Brenningstole, he got chipped by the linebacker. He ran into him, and that's where it looked like Cade had just overthrown the ball. He didn't overthrow the ball. He was trying to hit him in stride. Stuff happens, right? But this is very, very interesting. This is a very interesting game. And between you and I say that, and I'm online, so there's no between you and I. I would not be against Clemson airing it out just a touch more. But the defense, we need to give the defense a little more to play with. The defense is doing good. Big Red says this, and this is I said this in the pregame, and I've said this recently. That's a heck of a point, Big Red. Cade should have gotten more playing time last year in big, bold, capitalized letters last year, and it wouldn't be this bad. You're 100% right. Here's another stat that I want to give you. And I've talked about this recently, but I want to remind every one of you, just in case some of you hadn't been listening. Last season, Cade Klubnik threw 100 passes. 54 of them were in the Tennessee game. So that means in the other 12 games, he threw the other 46. He was ill-prepared. Not his fault. The people who makes more money than all of us put together times 10, it's their fault. Now, I'm glad that, we fix things and blah, 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 blah. But this kid, there's still residual effects that goes on when you don't make the proper moves. It keeps carrying on until you fix it. Jonathan Benton says he was right about the same play. Will Eubanks talking some major trash here. Can't blame you here. So, folks, a great question is, I saw Adam Randall out there. Lawnmower Man asked this question, where's Adam Randall? I saw him out there. I have no clue why they're not going to target it, at least take a target at him, you know? It's a great question. That is a great question. Stephen Fry says, you want me to stay on live so I can calm your nerves. My friend, I'm not very calming. I'm not always very calming. I can promise you that. If you want to support the channel, there's a join button. Now, if you're on iPhone, you won't see it. There's a join button below the video. Also, if you want to offer a super thanks, I will take that and appreciate it. We also have your subscribe button. Subscribe. It is free. Hit the thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. The spoked brown tiger. You said if we don't open playbook, do we now? Just gave a $2 donation to the super thanks. Thank you so much, the spoked brown tiger. I do appreciate it. $2 to the buy the Bobby. If you want to buy Bobby or not Bobby a beer, go for it. Do we open up the playbook? I don't want to say open up the playbook, but maybe take a couple of more shots downfield, maybe. And when I say downfield, I don't mean it has to be like 60, 70 yards. But, you know, push a little more, you know? JR, the gent says play calling looks unchanged, and I punched there when I saw a bubble screen on 3rd and 6. Okay, so let me pause here for you here. Two things can be true at once. When I saw that play call, I didn't like it. All right. I had PTSD. And that's totally fine. You and I both agree there. With that said, the play calling has been on the offensive side of the ball has been better, much better. Targeting Brandon Stoll twice, even if there was a check down to a point, or that was option number 2, that wouldn't happen last year, right? So that's different. I think that us Clemson fans can't take the wide receiver screen anymore. I get the theory why we do it. I understand what we're trying to do. I think that right now where we're at as a fan base, I just don't think we can take it anymore. So, yes, Lester, Clemson's winning 7-6. It's been a hard fought game to a point, but the question is exactly how good is Duke? Now, everybody's worried because they saw the Florida State game last night. That's what this all comes down to, folks. So I will tell you this straight up, and I'm going to go here. So I'm at about the 14-minute mark. We've got 120 people in here. Thank you so much. If you like what you're hearing, at least hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. I do appreciate it. If you want to support the channel, there's a join button down there. I appreciate it. But here's what I'm going to say. The Clemson fans cannot take the wide receiver screen anymore because we have PTSD from it. I get it. But the play calling has not been trash. It hasn't. We've been trying, and I said this in the pregame. In the pregame, I said, we have to wear down their defense. We need to get back to wearing down the defense. That is what they're doing. He is wearing it down. He is wearing them down. We've had some good moments with Shipley. We've had a few bad moments. But overall, yes, I would like more production, but overall, it's not that bad. Can we play this way against Florida State? Absolutely not. We'll get our heads ripped off. I don't care if we're at Death Valley or, we're at Death Valley. We only allow half their team in and none of their fans. We'd still get our heads ripped off. But the point is, folks, this is the very first game. new offensive coordinator, ill prepared, not because of him, quarterback, and my friends, listen to me. I'm just going to be a little patient. Chase Henderson is now a member of the YouTube family, the Not Bobby channel. Thank you, Chase, for becoming a member. Folks, you can make good decisions like Chase here. Chase is a horse doctor. He kills horses for the county along with Bobby Durkins. So Chase, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much for becoming a YouTube member. You are a member of the Not Bobby Durkins channel. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate it. Chase, I'm glad that you located the join button. Thank you, Chase. Everybody, big round of applause for Chase. No, really, seriously, I do appreciate it, dude. I really do. A few quick comments, then I'm going. Terry B. It looks like the best football in South Carolina might be played at Brooks Stadium this year. Terry, I like Coastal Carolina. I've been big on Grayson McCall. I watched them play UCLA, and transparently, I didn't like what I saw. It did not look like Jamie Chadwell football. And I know it was the first game for a new head coach. Everybody's in a new system and blah, blah, blah. I really didn't like what I saw. Grayson looked the most uncomfortable I've ever seen him in his 4 years at Coastal. But TJ Parker looks good. I think he was called the quarterback killer or exterminator in high school. Big Red, I have no clue, but Gun has a gun for a leg. Well, folks, listen to me. I am going to let y'all go. I'm going to go back and try to catch you. I heard Bobby Durkins might do a quick video. I've heard he's pretty upset right now. And you know me, I'm pretty level-headed. Some of you would say some things about that. But Bobby Durkins is pretty upset right now. So if you go over to the Bobby Durkins channel, just know that he's probably upset. He's probably drunk. So I'm going to let you go. I'm going to try to figure out what's going on with Bobby. You'll probably want to fight me and say something about my mother. But y'all take care of yourself. I'll catch you. You be good. And hop over to Bobby Durkins' channel. I heard he's pretty pissed right now. Thanks for joining me tonight. Chase, thanks for joining the channel. Thank you so much. Anybody else who wants to join, please hop on in there. I do appreciate it. And I'm glad everybody's here. Y'all be good. You take care of yourself. I'll catch you hopefully after the game. Catch you later.